पीपल आर वेटिंग, क्या करना है?
एक 2 मिनट रुकिए।
जी जी
आप
बिल्कुल।
अपना फिर उसके बाद यहाँ पे अनाउंस कर दीजिए आप हमारे पास। और वो फिर आप IAPA का वीडियो प्ले कर सकते हैं इंट्रोडक्शन का।
Jayat bhai, we are live now. ठीक है।
ओके। Azabas, just let us know when you are allowing the participants.
जी मुझे जस्ट आई थिंक आई एम वेटिंग फॉर
आजमत
टू
भाई, आप
मोर
वीडियो
मिनट्स।
मैनेज कीजिए, अलाउ करने वाले
जी
सादिक हैं, मैं हूँ।
जी।
जायद भाई, अजमत भाई को बताएं वीडियो के बारे में। ठीक, इट्स नॉट प्लेइंग।
जी अजमत, अभी
We
वीडियो
are
प्ले नहीं हो
thrilled to
रहा।
introduce the
हाँ,
International Indian
now we can hear the
Professionals
video.
Association, IIPA, a dynamic platform dedicated to connecting and empowering Indian professionals living overseas. At IIPA, our mission is to harness the diverse talents, skills, and experiences of Indian professionals to strengthen and uplift the global Indian community. Through collaboration, support, and engagement, we aim to foster a thriving network that facilitates knowledge sharing, professional growth, and cultural exchange. By building a strong network of skilled individuals, we aspire to create meaningful opportunities for development and to empower our members to make a lasting impact within the Indian expatriate community. We believe that together we can achieve extraordinary heights. Through a range of workshops, networking events, mentorship programs, and community service initiatives, we are addressing the unique challenges faced by our community and helping our members reach their full potential. Join us on this exciting journey to build a stronger, united, and resourceful Indian professional network. Together, let's make a difference. We are thrilled to introduce the International Indian Professionals Association, IIPA, a dynamic platform dedicated to connecting and empowering Indian professionals living overseas. At IIPA, our mission is to harness the diverse talents, skills, and experiences of Indian professionals to strengthen and uplift the global Indian community. Through collaboration, support, and engagement, we aim to foster a thriving network that facilitates knowledge sharing, professional growth, and cultural exchange. By building a strong network of skilled individuals, we aspire to create meaningful opportunities for development and to empower our members to make a lasting impact within the Indian expatriate community. We believe that together we can achieve extraordinary heights. Through a range of workshops, networking events, mentorship programs, and community service initiatives, we are addressing the unique challenges faced by our community and helping our members reach their full potential. Join us on this exciting journey to build a stronger, united, and resourceful Indian professional network. Together, let's make a difference. We are thrilled to introduce the International Indian Professionals Association, IIPA, a dynamic platform dedicated to connecting and empowering Indian professionals living overseas. At IIPA, our mission is to harness the diverse talents, skills, and experiences of Indian professionals to strengthen and uplift the global Indian community. Through collaboration, support, and engagement, we aim to foster a thriving network that facilitates knowledge sharing, professional growth, and cultural exchange. By building a strong network of skilled individuals, we aspire to create meaningful opportunities for development and to empower our members to make a lasting impact within the Indian expatriate community. We believe that together we can achieve extraordinary heights. Through a range of workshops, networking events, mentorship programs, and community service initiatives, we are addressing the unique challenges faced by our community and helping our members reach their full potential. Join us on this exciting journey to build a stronger, united, and resourceful Indian professional network. Together, let's make a difference.
Mujahid bhai, can you please take it forward?
Jayed bhai.
Sure. Thank you, Azma sir. Good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, respected schools principals, educators. Welcome to IIP's webinar. My name is Mir Mujahid Ali, and on behalf of our team at IIPA, I'm delighted to welcome you all for today's exciting session. Thank you for taking the time to join us for what promises to be a very truly enriching session, especially for those who may be new to our community. Let me share a bit about what we do here at IIPA. We are a vibrant non-profit community organization dedicated to supporting Indian professionals and communities overseas, especially in Saudi Arabia. Our mission is to provide a platform for Indian professionals abroad to learn together and contribute back to society in whatever way possible. At IIPA, we truly believe that success becomes more meaningful when knowledge is shared and communities grow together. Before we begin, a very quick notes for managing this webinar effectively. I would really appreciate and request all the participants, attendees here to please make sure their microphones are muted until they are requested to unmute, and use the chat pod, use the chat window to share your thoughts, queries, and questions when asked. We'll be having a Q&A session at the end of the program where you can ask your questions and queries and doubts to our expert speaker today. And this session will be recorded for future reference and for sharing with those who were unable to join today's session live. Please, especially my request to all the students here who is joining today, that please avoid fake display names and avoid spamming or flooding our chat window, because let me tell you that we have a very strong and very strict monitoring team, and I'm very well supported by Mr. Azmat, Mr. Shahid, and Mr. Sadiq today, who will be monitoring the chat window. So please make sure that you follow all the requirements in that aspect. And just in case, if our Zoom capacity reaches the maximum limit, I will request our team to please make sure the event is live, and I believe Dr. Shafiq Saab has already shared, and the event is live on YouTube. So please make sure that the live event link is shared in all the WhatsApp groups so that people who are unable to join the session can connect us live remotely. About the webinar series, today's webinar is part of our ongoing series of online discussions that IEPA brings to you regularly. These sessions are carefully drafted and planned to address the worldly needs, to evolve what's happening around the world, topics that matter to you, your families, and our Indian community overall. Whether it's education, career growth, or career guidance, well-being, culture preservation, navigating life abroad, we are here to facilitate meaningful conversations and provide practical insights. Today, one of the biggest and challenging question every student faces in his life is what next after 12th class. And frankly speaking, it reminds me of my school days, approximately 24, 25 years back, when I was faced with the same question. And that time, I had to depend on my parents to show me what is the right path and for guidance. And honestly speaking, in today's rapidly evolving and changing world, this question has become more important than ever before. We are living in a time where artificial intelligence is transforming industries, changing job roles, and even creating careers that did not exist before a few years ago. Many people, in fact, many parents who are working in the industry are worried, will my profession survive this change? Will skills, what kind of skills will matter? Which career is future-proof? All these questions are concerning parents especially. But here the exciting realities exist. Believe me, every era of change creates new opportunities for those who are prepared, adaptable, and willing to learn. These are the three most important aspects. And today's session is not just about identifying your passion or choosing a career. It is about understanding the future, discovering the future possibilities, and preparing ourselves to thrive in an ever-changing world. Before I start the session and open the session and deliver and hand it over to our expert speaker, let me give you a brief intro about our guest speaker. I would like to share my screen. Just give me a few seconds, please. Okay. Share. Okay. Mudassar, just give me a thumbs up once you're able to see my screen, please.
Yes, Mujahid, your screen is visible.
Okay. Thank you. Well, we are truly honored to have with us today Mr. Ameen Mudassar sir. He is the founder and CEO of one of India's most respected career guiding company called Sigma. Over the last 25 vibrant years of his life, he has mentored more than 500,000 students, parents, and teachers across 120 cities globally, conducted over 700 plus guidance sessions with
You're
proven
not done
impact.
speaking about video stopping.
Can you please mute?
உங்க இது மியூட்ல தானே இருக்கு.
Please continue. Unmute yourself, Mujahid bhai.
Oh, sorry, I just noted, Dr. Saab, thank you very much. I got by mistake, you muted me. Okay. Well, yes. So I was just saying that he has conducted more than 700 plus guidance sessions with a proven impact, has been a former member of Karnataka State Higher Education Council, and he is very famously known as the career doctor for his unique style and mentoring skills. Mind you, if you just go search on the Google career doctor, you will find his name and his company. Not because he diagnoses he just prescribes the general medicine like the doctors. He diagnoses the real you, your strengths, your passion, your authentic potential, and then helps you build a career path that's uniquely designed for you. He has been featured regularly on the Hindu career counseling section and has been appearing in the leading national channels over Doordarshan and Z News. So, ladies and gentlemen, educators, respected parents, boys and girls, prepare yourself for a very exciting session that is coming up for the next 35 to 45 minutes. Please, with a warm round of applause, welcome our mentor and a true champion, Mr. Ameen Mudassar Saab. Ameen Saab, the session belongs to you now. Please take over.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mir Mujahid and Dr. Shafiq. First and foremost, I'm so happy to be on the webinar hosted by IIPA. And it's very nice to see that you are a non-profit which has taken the initiative of helping professionals, guiding the parents, students. I'm sure so many of them have so many multiple issues, and especially these kind of initiatives really help a lot. To change somebody's life, we don't have to do 100 things. We could do only one thing, and we never know what that one thing actually is for anybody. So I hope so that today's session will definitely have an impact on all the participants, their parents, the educators here. Shall I share my screen, sir? Can I go ahead?
Yes, please. Yes, go ahead, sir.
I'll share my screen. Okay. So I hope my screen is visible. And the only thing is, yeah. So during the entire course of the presentation, I'm sure there will be questions. So we will park all the questions till the end. And what I will be doing is I'll be taking all of you through a quick journey. I do sessions, mostly they happen with a physical audience. And definitely webinar is something that gives a challenge to any speaker because he has to look at the screen and talk. So I'll do my best to make an impact. Nevertheless, I'm sure my slides will have a strong impact. So let me just have a quick thing asking the participants. Any guess what is my qualification? I do career counseling. That's my job. That's my passion. That's my BMW. Any guess somebody has? I mean, of course, if you do a Google search, you will know everything about me. But just without doing a Google search, if you could type in the chat box that who can call himself a career counselor? Can I have some messages in the chat? If they can come, that shows that we are active, live happening. I would just like to see some responses. So who becomes a career counselor? See, generally, somebody who does mechanical engineering becomes a mechanical engineer. Somebody who does, a pharma degree becomes a pharmacist. Okay. Somebody who does a B.Ed program becomes a teacher. Okay, an educationist. Now, guess my qualification. What is my qualification? Because all of us today are chasing degrees, right? Every parent says, okay, you do this program and then you will get this job. Okay, somebody who has a real experience in life learning, good psychologist, educator, PhD. Fantastic. I'm an engineering graduate basically, and who realized that I will never ever be a great engineer after my first year of engineering. So I became an engineering student because my elder sister became a doctor. So typical Indian family setup: girl, medicine, boy, engineer, right? But things were different when we were in 12th, and certainly today, even though there are plenty of opportunities, we still have a lot of things. Again, parents get confused. So my job today with all of you is to break a lot of myths, open you towards a world where there are so many opportunities for you. So I hope most of you are having a pen and paper with you, or at least when something interesting appears, do take a screenshot. It's allowed, at least in my presentation. I don't feel that bad. You can take screenshot because you need to refer them whenever you need it. So let's go forward. This is a very famous cartoon which has been there for a while now, over a few decades. So the examiner has students who are appearing for an exam, and he says that to pass the exam, and for a fair selection, everybody has to climb the tree. Now, please type in the chat box which animal should not attempt this exam. Okay, let's see who will type in fast. There are so many of them. You can see so many of them. Elephant, elephant, fish. Very good. Fish, elephant, elephant, elephant. Okay, fish, fish, fish. Excellent. It's the fish which I'm trying to tell you. It's the fish. Of course, the elephant shouldn't try because it will bring down the entire tree with it. But the fish primarily is that animal which, even if it thinks of touching the tree, it will lose its life because it has to come out of the system in which it survives and it is naturally good at. The fish has a natural talent for swimming, and if this fish is going to change the game, telling the examiner that now everybody will go into water and let's see who will finish the race first, the fish is going to win this race. So, my dear parents, this is something which I have always tried to explain parents in my 25 years, that your child has a natural wiring, and of course, you need to discover that, you need to build on it, and then you need to make the child take that giant leap of faith to go from a small pond to a bigger lake, to a bigger ocean. But if the fish says that, no, I would like to go and I would like to still climb the tree, then it's going to face unexpected consequences. We'll move next. Uh, I don't know whether I should explain this or it serves the purpose. Once upon a time, getting high marks was very, very challenging. But today, anybody can easily score a 90% in their boards. And of course, we do have good number of people. If you just look at, the fiasco that happened about 3 years back in NEET, we had almost 40 plus toppers coming in the 720 out of 720. No worries. We can just move forward from here. This is the mood which most of you have before your exams. And this is how you feel after your exams. Once the exams are done, you feel, but suddenly, when the results are announced, you get confused. You are like, okay, I didn't expect this to happen. I was expecting more grades. I should have got more in this subject and everything, forgetting your life dreams. Everybody in your family, in your relatives, everybody is like, okay, how much did you get? And then the whole discussion starts from what marks you got and what you need to do. Okay, so we are going to demystify a few things here regarding marks. I'm sure most of you have known this meme for a while, moe moe. It's a very popular meme. The reason I put this is 20 years from now, my dear young kids, as Mark Twain, quoted, I quote him, you will be more disappointed by the things you did not do than by the things you did. Okay. So I'm sure each one of you, 20 years from now, will have that, the regret that I had an opportunity, I could have taken a decision, I could have gone this way, but that is going to be a mystery. So please, for the next 40 minutes, as long as I'm here with you, I want you to engage with me in a very open, with a very open heart and look at how you could see your life in a different perspective. I'm sure most of you will discover a lot of things. So what happens once the results are out? The father is on x-axis, the mother is on y-axis, and the student is on z-axis. Some homes, it's even more dangerous. You will have a grandfather axis, you will have a grandmother axis, and those who are having a huge friend base will have a rotating axis. No worries, confusion is normal. All of them are confused. So even you will be confused, but in this confusion, you need to evolve and you need to figure out what works for you. So let me ask, what do you want to become? Quickly in the chat box, let me have some answers. What do you want to become? Please type in quickly. What do you want to become? Fast, fast. Let's see how many of them want to tell the world what do you want to become. Fair, entrepreneur, doctor. Yes, come on, pilot, biochemical, psychologist, wonderful doctor, engineer. quantum physicist, excellent. Entrepreneur, excellent. Yeah, great. Let me now change the question. Okay, let me now change the question. I will ask you something interesting. What all do you want to become? What all do you want to become? Come on, now you need to write all your dreams in one chat. All your dreams in one chat. Don't type one, but type multiple. What all do you want to become? What all do you want to become? I'm sure most of you have multiple dreams. Put it out. Nobody is going to judge you here. Excellent. We have a doctor, pilot, radiologist, excellent, life coach. Okay, engineer, hero, singer, artist, biomedical scientist. Excellent, great, happy, successful person. Fantastic, fantastic. This is the basic problem that parents today do with their kids. Most of us, as parents, we ask our kids, what do you want to become? While the question should be, what all do you want to become? So I would urge all the educators here, teachers here, parents here, whenever you talk to kids, let's change fundamentally that it's not what you want to become, but what all do you want to become, which will encourage people to explore their multiple talents. Okay. So moving on, we have okay. So this is my story. Uh, Well, pretty long, but I wanted to share. I always share with my participants because I believe it will somewhere relate with them. So grade five pilot, seventh Bazigar. I was Shah Rukh Khan's biggest fan. Ninth standard Prime Minister of India, 10th standard state topper, journalist, वगैरह वगैरह. Fast forward today, I run a company called Career Ka Doctor. Of course, the parent company is Sigma. What you see here is all these things shaped how I put myself in the driver's mode at every stage of my life. Eventually, what moved me was in the first year engineering when I realized that I should be a social change maker. And by God's grace, that happened. And eventually, I became an entrepreneur and have my own business where I guide, motivate, inspire students to various careers after their 10th, 12th. Now, what does it mean for you? Sometimes you have to dream because every dream gets connected, and God has a master plan to make you feel that dream over a period of 10, 20, 30 years. I never knew that I would be visiting 100 cities of India, but I always wanted to be somebody who's exploring the world. Like many kids, they ask me, sir, I want a job where I want to travel. Okay, now I travel. I have traveled to UAE, Qatar, Oman, done programs. Okay, now that was because of what I had in me and I could deliver in these places. Okay, so most of my travel has been for work, and with work, I've also had fun. I could do trainings, I could impact 5 lakh students. So there is something that you could contribute in a bigger way only if you have strong dreams. You need strong dreams which are driven by everyday effort. Okay. So a dream which is not driven by everyday effort will never be seen. Okay. Every day. So what does a career mean? It's not just a job. It's not a university degree. It's not working in an IT company. It's not being in a particular place. It's about all these things. Okay. It's a vision. It's a lifelong learning. It's not a destination that you will be here and you are done. It's a journey. You need to learn, unlearn, relearn. It's a partnership. It's your identity. It's a calling. People ask me, okay, did you start Sigma right after your graduation? No. I did work in companies. I did went through a lot of turbulence. And then there was a moment when I told myself that yes, now I need to shift from what I'm doing part time to full time. And then eventually I found the company, which is now called Sigma. And finally, like in Three Idiots, you should be able to tell yourself all is well. So before you choose your career, there are 4 factors that are inside you and you need to know about them. Number one, what is your natural ability? Natural ability is your aptitude. Natural behavior is your personality. What are the skills that you currently have and what skills do you want to acquire because the world today is demanding skills. And finally comes interest, right? So many of them, when they give you career advice, they tell do what you're interested. I mean, that doesn't actually help. Okay, I am interested in 10 things. I'm interested in movies, I'm interested in games, I'm interested in making money, I'm interested in business. But what interest of mine is backed by aptitude, personality, and can I afford those skills? Like, to be a pilot, you should have the skill of flying a plane, and that comes at a price. Okay, so I would say that make sure that you know your aptitude, your personality, and I'm going to help you with this also today. So, how do you choose your career? See, no doctor starts the treatment to his patient without a plan. He has a plan, right? Treatment plan. He says, take this for 3 days, and then if it doesn't come down, continue for another 3 days. If it goes up, okay, do this. If it comes down, do this. Similarly, when you want to decide what you would like to do in life, in your career, know yourself. The more you know about yourself, the more belief you get about what you actually are good at. Explore the options. Today, I will talk about many careers, make a note of them. Take a decision about what will be your top five priorities. Five is a good bet. Five things, planning five careers is a good bet. Zero in on three, focus on one at a time, and scale it up to three to five. Finally, taking action. You should take the right action, because sometimes action is not just taking a decision, but also planning it well ahead of others. Okay. You must intervene at the right time, right? You must know the strategy. You must know how does it work in the next 2 to 5 years. Okay. Let's quickly check how many of you can answer this. If you have to climb a mountain, what do you need? Answer in the chat box. Come on, fast. Please answer. What do you, if you have to climb a mountain, what do you need? Resilience, mindset, cliffhangers, equipment. Excellent. Hiking boots, resilience. Very good, very good. My limbs. Excellent. Wow. So many are here geared up to climb the mountain. Let me give you a twisty answer for this. To climb a mountain, shall I answer? You need a mountain. Okay. To climb a mountain, you need a mountain. Here, the mountain refers to a big goal in life, the goal that will motivate you every single day. Okay. This is actually Mount Everest, and it's not easy for anybody to climb. You are aware of it. So, my dear students here, please have a dream that even the world doesn't need to know, but even if you know it and if you see it every day, you will get inspiration to climb that mountain. Free resources, please take a screenshot of this. I would highly recommend. There is something called as Holland Code Career Test. It's a test that will help you to identify your Holland code. You will discover your Holland code, which will help you to choose your career. Second, Meyer-Briggs type indicator, another very interesting test. You can, all these are free. You don't have to pay anything. You can scan the QR code. You'll be taken to the website and you can take the test from there. This will help you to identify in depth what kind of a personality trait you have. And this is exactly what companies look at. Companies today are looking more at attitude than aptitude, because they know that aptitude can be built even using AI. But attitude takes a lot of effort from the student, the parent, and everybody. Next, multiple intelligence test. Howard Gardner's famous test, which has helped millions of people realize what they are actually intelligent at. People think that, if somebody is good with maths and science, or, speaks well, they say very intelligent. But let me give you a definition of intelligence today. Intelligence is the ability to adapt to the environment. Intelligence is the ability to adapt to the environment. Okay. Discover your intelligence. Okay. Very famous Bollywood scene. This was about 50 years ago in Bollywood, where Amitabh Bachchan says this very famous dialogue. आज मेरे पास buildings हैं, property है, bank balance है, बंगला है, गाड़ी है, क्या है तुम्हारे पास? And the co-star says, मेरे पास माँ है. Let's see what would be the answer if this was happening in 2026. मेरे पास चैट जीपीटी है, परप्लेक्सिटी है, क्लॉड है, जिमिनाई है, डीप सीक है, ग्रॉक है. Young friends, parents, educators, these six companies, these six LLMs, AI tools are actually controlling the world today. They are actually controlling what we read, what we see, and what we are even sold. Okay, so what's happened now is AI revolution has begun. It's actually going through a very turbulent time, and only those who are going to realize it as early as possible will not have regrets 20 years from now. So, just to give a high end idea about what AI has done in the last 4 or 5 years, it has created jobs like prompt engineer, AI trainer, ML ops engineer, AI ethics analyst, etc., where you don't need a PhD, you just need skills and certifications. So our presentation today will be based on so many things where we try to understand what can we do with AI, what we can do without AI. Okay. Careers in which AI will not replace humans. What are they? Is AI a real threat? Let's see. Number one, these are the careers where there is physical touch. Physical touch, AI has no hands, so it can't do the job of surgeons, therapists, chefs, tailors, physios, so many of them. Wherever touch is involved, AI cannot actually come and do it. AI definitely will help these people to understand things easier. Next, we have emotional presence. Humans heal humans. So wherever you are in a job, and your job is to make people feel that you are available for them, you are listening to them, you are caring them, things like HR managers, life coaches, event managers, counselors, they all are going to do even without AI. Trust and authority. So, who decides a judicial case? Who takes the final call? For example, judges, lawyers, police officers, auditors, teachers, they are the ones who finally decide or tell that this is done, this is not done, this is approved or not approved. So any job that has trust and authority will not be replaced by AI. All these people will also use AI, like uh, uh, a lot of reading lawyers or judges may do using AI, but they will have to own it up and say that yes, this is my decision. Okay. Live performance, the human in the moment is the product. Okay. So whenever you get into any role where your job is to be there in between people and do that, that will not be affected. And moral accountability, people who have to take the right decisions at the right time at the right place, people like soldiers, pharmacists, pilots, journalists, they are not going to be affected. Okay. Having said this, there can be a very comprehensive list, but due to the time restriction, I have just selected a few of them. More you could do research on your side. AI will not replace humans, but those who use AI will replace those who don't. Like it, hate it, you cannot ignore it. So, with a brief introduction to the world happening around us, I would like to come to that part of the presentation where I talk about various courses and careers. And before that, this quote by Robert Frost is very motivating. I read this almost 20 years ago, and it's still in my mind. But the only caveat here that I would like to give is that the road less traveled will have challenges. Okay. And if you are brave, you will survive. It's not that every road that is less traveled will be great. It will have its own challenges, and you need to look out for what the challenges are. So let's explore the road less traveled. There's a new program called BSc in Esports and Gaming Management. This is only because today the world realizes that gaming industry has taken center stage and there are billions of dollars being spent. So there's a proper program now on esports management, fintech and blockchain, right? So most of us are using payment apps, and all these apps are built on technology that works on blockchain. Okay, so there's a BSc program in fintech and blockchain. Aviation management, a lot of people are interested to work in airports. A BBA in aviation management is a very good entry point to work at airports across the world. Foreign language, you become an expert in any foreign language: French, German, Arabic, Spanish, Russian, Mandarin. Any foreign language, you could become a foreign language specialist and you could work from anywhere. Okay. Then we have a BBA program in e-commerce and digital business where you will understand how to sell things online, what makes people buy. We also have a BBA in sports management, given the fact that today a lot of people are interested in sports. They would love to be in stadiums, they would love to work with franchisees and clubs. There's a proper BBA program in sports management. We have the BSc program in data science and artificial intelligence. And of course, I'm presenting to you the BSc options offered by IIMs, the Indian Institute of Management. Okay. So I'm sure there will be a decent quota for the NRI parents, okay, or the ones who fulfill the other criteria of being an NRI. Then we have fashion communication, right? All of us buy so much stuff online, but we don't buy it just because we like it, but because we are influenced to buy it. Okay, that's called fashion communication. We have BSc in management and public policy, again, a course offered by IIMs in India. Okay, you could look into this. Transportation management, again, a course you need to helping people work in the field of logistics. Jewelry designing, a bachelor's of design program in jewelry design. Again, a high demand course, wonderful career where you get an opportunity to work with world's leading uh, gold outlets, those who produce jewelry. Creative writing and publishing, right? Of course, today ChatGPT or Claude can give you wonderful content, but they still lack what a human being can do. Of course, trained models will evolve, but still there is a lot scope here. Sports coaching, being a sports coach is a very, very lucrative job. You could become a sports coach where you do personal training or group training in schools and universities, right? Then business analytics. Again, all of us today are giving data to social media by even a single click. Like we like something on Instagram, we follow, unfollow, everything that we do is data for huge data analytics. Teaching, all right. So even today, quality teachers are in great demand. Okay, I have seen coaching centers in India. They are going to every corner to get quality teaching staff, and they're ready to pay them like 100,000 or 200,000 rupees per month. That's a lakh or 2 lakh per month. Okay, so there's a great demand. Of course, I'm sure even in Gulf there's a great demand. Okay, theater and performing arts, you could go in there. Marine sciences, you have a BSc program, you have a BTech program. Then you have construction management. Again, the demand in the industry has increased for having people who are aware of the things to do with construction and infrastructure. There's an exclusive BBA program in that. Animation, you could be a wonderful cartoonist, you could be an animator by doing any course full time or even an online course. Cybersecurity continues to be in great demand, BTech, BSc, and cybersecurity demands you to be really good with your programming skills. Packaging technology, another wonderful career to choose if you want to be an entrepreneur, set up your own business. Then culinary arts, how good you can make food look. And I'm sure you have seen the greatest of the culinary arts happening in your country. MBA after 12th. So there is a very interesting MBA program in India after 12th. That is the BBA MBA program, which is a 5-year program offered by IIM Indore and Rohtak. And last year, the median salary of their graduate, like after 12, a student joined in this program, and after 5 years, he is coming out with a salary averaging around 40 lakhs per annum. Okay, quite a good salary for a youngster who is just 22 years, and he could be in great demand. Similarly, to join the ICERs of India, you can join the ICERs of India where there is a BS and MS program, 4-year BS program, all right, science research program. Psychology continues to be a great demand. Psychologists are not only required for counseling, they're also required for companies that are building apps to test the addictability of an app. I'm sure many of us are addicted to several apps, right? They may be known, they may not be known, but all these have great psychologists behind them who actually do the testing before they are released, because that's what makes people use the app more. The more usage, the more revenue. Law, there is an interesting program now, 5 years program, BA LLB, BCom LLB, BBA LLB, you could do across the national law schools or a private university. Journalism, yes, we still need people who can speak for the truth, and there's great opportunity for you in terms of content creators, journalists. Then medicine, many of you definitely have interest in becoming a medicine. In India, or anywhere in the world, an MBBS degree primarily makes you a doctor, but the licensing in that particular country will be there. And if you want to work in US or UK, you need to clear the licensing program of those countries before you actually practice. Okay, so in the context of Indian students or NRIs, MBBS is the preferred course, be it in India or other countries. And of course, people who do not get the opportunity to do MBBS, they do take up the other opportunities like homeopathy, Ayurveda, Unani, dental sciences, veterinary, physiotherapy. All these things eventually make you a doctor. Now, success and failure is contextual. Okay, it all depends on how you sell yourself very well. Okay, let me clear one thing. I have known people who are amazing at their PR and they make a lot of money, and I know people who are amazing at their theoretical knowledge but unable to transform that into money. Okay. So earning wealth, creating wealth is a different story. Getting a degree is a different story. Okay. Wealth creation is different. I'm sure most of you would have read this book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If you have not read, please read this basic book on how do you think about money. I repeat, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Uh, a lot of them, think of doing medicine, but if they miss the opportunity, there are some allied health courses which I would like to recommend. Cardiac care technician, very popular in hospitals in Gulf and across the world. To become a cardiac care technician, you need to do your BSc in cardiac care technology and then you do your masters. This is after 12th and it does not require NEET. We have radiographer. After 12th, you do your BSc radiography and then you do your MSc program. Similarly, renal dialysis, you do your anesthesia and you also do your physician assistant. So we have about 15 courses which are available both in India and in the Gulf region. But here, the only thing is you need to first meet professionals, understand what is their actual workflow. Can you become independent or you are always going to be with an hospital? That's what you need to know before you decide. We have pharmacy, which has three options after 12th: D Pharma for 2 years, B Pharma for 4 years, and Pharm D, which is for 6 years. After doing Pharm D, you again get the title of a doctor. We have nursing options: diploma, and BSc nursing for 4 years. If you become a nurse anesthetist in America, you get really paid well. Okay, just take a screenshot of this. Go to ChatGPT, talk to it about becoming a nurse anesthetist in America, and you will discover how wonderful it is to be a nurse anesthetist in America. Okay, we come to engineering careers. These people were never born; they were generated by AI. Okay, and today Facebook is filled with AI videos, Instagram has AI videos, much better quality. The way ChatGPT gave an AI image about 3 years back, and now it's totally different. So, what are the popular and trending options in engineering? We have AI, data science, blockchain. Then we have got Internet of Things. Then we have got electronics and communication, computer science, and information science. These are the trends. So I leave it to you whether you will join the trend or look at something interesting. So what is interesting is this: less popular but more rewarding. We have agriculture, mining, road transport, petroleum, railways. Many of them don't even think of this, but if you look at them, they have good gradual growth and scope. Then we have got some industry-driven BTech programs like BTech in drone technology. Then you have got BTech in fire and safety, food technology, electric vehicle. I mean, these are the new engineering options coming up in a lot of private universities. Okay, you can explore them. Of course, they are recognized by AICTE. You could look at them. Architecture. This is how you become an architect who is recognized in India and also in the Gulf. 12th, NATA, BR, Masters. Becoming a CA or CFA, or there are new things also available. AI CA. Okay, so all these things, again, there is enough opportunity for people. It's not scary, unlike 15 years ago when CA would have been the most difficult exam. Today it's quite easy and doable. Okay, so I would like to share something very interesting here: self-learning online platforms. And this quote always inspires me. I make sure I tell myself this every day. Formal education will give you a living. Self education will make you a fortune. Okay. So I invite you to the journey of self-education. My dear young kids, please dedicate time every day, not because you want to get more marks, but because you want to self-educate yourself to be the next generation leader. Okay. So self-education is dedicating time on your laptop every single day to learn something new. I believe me, I've spent a lot of time on self-education, and it has given me a lot of fortune. Honestly, a lot of fortune. So some platforms which you can make a note, udemy.com is a wonderful platform. Skillshare.com is another great platform. Coursera is a great platform. LinkedIn Learning is a great platform. Sigmapedia. Now we run this website where we update the website on a daily basis on several online free courses. We don't indicate any paid course. We only offer the service where people can learn free from the website. Coming to a very coveted thing, it's the Union Public Service Commission, and most of you have seen stories of people who have come from very, very humble backgrounds and they've become IAS officers, IFS officers, IPS officers. So all of you can be eligible for this as long as you are Indians and you have a valid degree, and then based on your ranking. So the percentage of people who actually crack UPSC is 0.001%. Okay, so if there are 10 lakh people, only 1,000 eventually make it to the final list, approximately 1,000. Of that, the top 100 are the ones who have the freedom to choose between IAS, IPS, and IFS. All right. You could also serve the Indian Defense Forces, the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force. You have plenty of opportunities post your 12th, your graduation, and also your master's. Now, let me take you through a list of careers which actually are today not asking for a degree. They want only skills. So if you go to LinkedIn and search any of these careers, trust me, you are going to get amazing, amazing job offers across the world, across the world. So you don't need a degree, but what do you need? You need, what? Commitment, dedication, ability to sit for a long stretch. Of course, nobody can sit for 4 hours together, but at least 40 minutes, 10 minutes break, 40 minutes, 20 minutes break, 40 minutes, 10 minutes break. Do that, and no matter where you are in the world, whichever corner of this world, if you have skills, there are jobs ready for you. Number one, mobile app developer. There is no curriculum which says do this course and you become a mobile app developer. You can become a mobile app developer if you learn the skills to develop a mobile app. Number two, data scientist, right? Data in, profits out. You can learn this by yourself. Number three, digital marketer. Today, our Instagram feed, our WhatsApp feed is filled with ads. Who is doing this? There is somebody who understands where are people sitting and they send us ads so that we can buy from them. Facebook marketer, full stack developer, somebody who actually builds web applications, websites, everything. Growth hacker. I mean, growth hacking is something which people are not even knowing it exists. Let me do a small activity with all of you here. Okay. So I want all of you to open Google and type this. Okay. Quick, small activity. I just want you all to minimize the Zoom thing. Go to Google and please search Ameen Mudassar career ka doctor. And just tell me in the chat box, what do you see? Ameen Mudassar career ka doctor. Let's see what happens. Okay. Let's see what happens. Please share it in the chat box. What do you see? All you need to do is type these two lines. And just keep typing till you get it completely and then say, okay, right. Website, excellent. Website, very good, very good. Website. So we've got people who have typed and they have, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. How many of you search this in Chat GPT? Chat GPT. Do you know what? This is exactly what happens when you do something and there is magic in this. So when I see, I didn't take any money from you. I didn't ask you to do any wrong thing. All I did was I just made you type my name and what business I do on Google. Suddenly, Google has got so many searches from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, that it starts thinking, okay, something is happening in this place. So I have just made a little growth in my online presence, all by doing simple, zero cost, but highly impactful effort. So if you are a growth hacker, you take a company from say 100 subscribers to 100,000 subscribers, or you take a business from 5 leads to 25 leads. Search for it, you'll get many of them. Graphic designer. So who is a graphic designer? Somebody who does great art, okay, using various tools like Canva, etc. LinkedIn specialist, SEO expert. All these careers require skills. They don't even ask you, have you cleared your 10 standard? They will not even ask you this question. Show us your 10th marks card, show us your 12th marks card. They only ask you for your skills. Social media manager, UI UX designer, web analytics specialist, WhatsApp marketer. These are the careers. Okay. So there are plenty of them. I have just shown you few because I felt I cannot cover everything. These are the top 10 high paying skills of 2026. Please take a screenshot of this. Take a printout of this. Paste it in front of you. Do not waste your time watching Suno Chanda. Do not waste your time watching Doraemon. Enjoy. I mean, all of us have, like, I would love to watch something like Tom and Jerry or some movie of my high school days for maybe half an hour. But I will definitely not go to Netflix and waste my 3 hours. I will not do it. Maybe I would watch some one web series. Yes, done. But I would not make it a habit to watch them. Please replace your web series time with your time learning these things online. 5 skills you need to develop to be job ready in 2030. Please see this carefully. Technology literacy. All of you, be a pro at technology. You should know what's happening around the world. Develop creative thinking. Okay. Try, do DIY projects. Okay. Build resilience, flexibility, and agility, because this is what will help you to withstand the storm, withstand the challenges. Be curious. Don't judge things. Don't judge people. Don't judge situations. Be curious. Okay, why is this happening? What would have gone wrong? What would have worked hard? What would have really made a difference? Okay, then develop leadership and social influence. Okay, if you can influence people, that means you will be given the authority to lead people. Look for it, go for it. Why these skills matter? Because these are the skills in 2030 where AI and people skills will be in great demand. You need, the global market loves these skills, so you have tons of options. Okay, look at all these things. So let me conclude this webinar with a few important things. Start learning online and offline. Just don't go to school, come back and say, I'm tired. You are not tired. You're only missing the opportunity to become the next Elon Musk. Don't do that. Okay. Future lies in multiple careers. Ask yourself what all you are good at, and I'm sure God will give you great opportunities. Be the fourth idiot. Okay. Focus on Khabiliyat. Build your Khabiliyat, not just, namesake things. Deep inside, you should be very strong. Happiness is a choice. This boy in Maharashtra, Mumbai, secured 35%, and his parents were too happy for this. This message is to parents. We all love great marks from our kids, but when they do their best and whatever they get, let's be happy with it. Okay, happiness is a choice. I just read yesterday that some student, she scored just 1 mark less in some subject, and the mother is like, "Why did you not score 100 there?" This girl, first rank All India CBSE. This boy, 10 standard 60%, but All India rank 3. See that? Okay. It's okay. Sometimes you get less marks. I always love this slide. Stuff you love to do, stuff you are good at, stuff someone will pay you to do. Always be in this spot. Don't just do something because you love it. you should also be good at it, and there should also be enough money that you get out of it. Okay, think outside the box, right? It's very easy to follow the crowd. Everybody is going towards medicine. It's very easy to follow. Nothing great. Okay, this changed my life. What do you want to be remembered for? Ask yourself, what can I do so that the world remembers me after I die? This man we remember every single day. He is the man behind the iconic iPhone that we use, right? So many people ask me, sir, fifth standard pilot, kya hua? I didn't become a pilot, but my job has taken me hundreds of cities, and I have flown over hundreds of cities, many countries. I didn't become the prime minister, but I was selected by the government to be a part of the Higher Education Council. I didn't become a state topper, but I did my career advisor training program from Qatar. I didn't become a journalist, but I worked with the Hindu newspaper. For the last 19 years, I'm being with them. And every year they call me for the career counseling sessions across Karnataka. One hadith changed my life. A hand that gives is better than hand that takes. And that led me to entrepreneurship. This is what I could do in COVID. I did a website in COVID. I always tell, be ready to contribute for humanity. I never knew that my skills of making a website would make me help 1 million people during COVID. And by God's grace, I could do that in COVID. I was featured on Star Sports during IPL for whatever little I could do. Career counseling helps you discover your uniqueness. Okay. Dream big. This is my final message to all of you. There are unlimited opportunities. Don't restrict your dreams. And yeah, this is the website where you can browse, know about what we do. And we also have this number where you could connect with us for any queries regarding your careers. Okay. And I have exceeded the time by, I think, 10 minutes. We started a little bit on 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm done with the presentation, and thank you so much to the IIPA for giving me an excellent audience. I see that the audience is still intact, watching it carefully, which means that we could make a difference in this short time. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ameen sir, mashallah, for a very interesting session on this subject and topic, which is really in demand and on the minds of all the curious and concerned parents, especially. And with all those animated slides, you made it more interesting with the filmy dialogues as well. It seems you are a big fan of Shah Rukh Khan with that Bazigar moment and that Amitabh Bachchan dialogue. So thank you very much, Amin sir. I think we have a very interesting session, approximately for 10 minutes. Think we'll keep it for the Q&A part. And Frank, personally, I believe you shared lots of very interesting and impactful quotes. The thing which will remain with me even after we close this session is about the self-education aspect, which you mentioned, mashallah. I believe that is one of the most interesting part. And your quote and your strong takeaway message for parents, for students, for anyone who is joining today in this session is, how do we want to be remembered for? I think that's a very important question that during these busy days, we hardly get the time to explore or think about that aspect. But I think it's a good time. We should pause and think about this question, like how we want to contribute back to the society. So the session is open now for the audience, and we can take the questions from the chat window. I think Azmat bhai, if you can just please help me to take questions. We request if you have any questions or queries to the audience, parents and students, you can put it in the chat window, or you can also raise your hand using the raise hand feature in Zoom, and my team will be happy to assist you to unmute yourself and directly ask the question to Amin Saab.
Jai bhai, one participant asked question about, I want to know about the forensic.
I think yes, that was one of the initial questions. Yes.
Forensic science is a very interesting and highly inspiring career option. When you look at, it gives you the opportunity to go investigate. People who have done forensic sciences, they come into picture after a particular scene of crime has happened. Okay. So what needs to be also understood is that the number of opportunities are limited. Okay, so I would highly recommend that you please look at where do you want to get employment. Do you want to work as a forensic expert in Gulf or forensic expert in India? Because that is very, very important for you to know, because these are nice things. Like I know a lot of them have done BSc forensic science, but they could not immediately get employed. So they had to go and do their masters. And again, the competition is very steep. Okay. So I would not say that it's very difficult or impossible. Just understand how it works over a period of time, and that would be good enough.
Sir, I would like to ask you, what is the greatest thing that you have ever done in your life? The best experience that you have ever had?
Well, that's a very, very difficult question to answer. I mean, I can just say recently I went to my daughter's graduation day and I was just sitting like a normal parent. The chief guest was a KAS officer, like Karnataka Administrative Service Officer, and she started a talk, and within few seconds, she said, "I remember Ameen sir had come to our school, and he spoke about civil services, and he motivated us." So imagine somebody whom I would have addressed 18 years back, and that person today recollects that you could make. So some results take time. It eventually, it's a long, long journey. And for me, the happiness comes when we see people whom we would have guided as a normal guidance that we give, and you feel happy that they acknowledge it after many, many years. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you very much. Actually, I want to ask my son. He want to become the psychologist. So, what will be the career path, or what is the future for this profession? Or psychiatrist is good.
Psychologists don't give medicine, psychiatrists give medicine. So, to become a psychologist, you need to do your bachelor's in science, BSc, and then you can do your masters. And today there is a lot of specialization happening because of new things being discovered about how psychology has been impacting people on a daily basis. Mental health issues are there, and most importantly, today many psychologists are in demand by the gaming industry, because it's not about designing a game. It should also be likable, addictable, and it should bring revenues, right? So I think psychology as a subject is very interesting. And like I always tell, whatever profession you choose, you must try to be in the top 1% of it. Okay. So you should not be looking at somebody else and comparing yourself, but rather always push yourself to be in the top 1%. And if you are in that 1%, maybe starting with your city, then your state, then your country, then the world, it will work like that.
Thank you. Thank you, Amin. So just a small announcement, especially for the audience engagement, for those who are connecting us remotely from YouTube live streaming. We have a poll here. I would appreciate even the participants here joining us on Zoom. You can just scan this QR code or maybe just go to menti.com and mention the code which is mentioned there on the screen right now. So go ahead there and contribute with your thoughts and inputs. Like, especially I have a question to Amin sir, if you can take this from my side, please. What human skill do you think will become most valuable in future? This is one of the questions that comes to my mind as well. Like down the line, maybe 15 years, 20 years later, what will be that skill that will still remain the most demand and most valuable? So even the audience, I appreciate if the audience can, share their input, like what do you think about the students, parents? Please do contribute on
So
this with your thoughts.
I discovered something called IQ and EQ. Now, this is not the normal IQ everybody knows. The IQ I am referring is interaction quotient, and the EQ I am referring is engagement quotient. So, how well can you interact and how well can you engage? Please remember that today many kids, they do fantastic when it comes to assessments and everything, but the moment they find a new person, they hesitate to even speak a few things. They hesitate, thinking that they may judge me. I mean, everybody will judge you. Even if you are silent, they judge you. Better open up the mouth and get judged, na? So start interacting with real people rather than taking the less stressful path of Instagram chatting or commenting on Facebook posts or Instagram. Better talk to humans. And how well can you engage? Like people ask me, I mean, sir, how do you engage people? I mean, today because of the time limitations, I've done a 1 hour. In reality, I do this for 3 hours. In a real offline program, I make people sit without getting distracted for 3 hours. So how did
MashaAllah.
you develop that art? Alhamdulillah. I mean, it's been a blessing by the Almighty. So I think that has come because of dedicated effort, practice, and creating engaging things, making them do some activity. So people should learn how to interact, how to engage. That's something which I am also evolving in that. I'm working hard on
Exactly.
it.
MashaAllah, that's exactly what I feel as well. I mean, sir, when I speak to my son as well, I tell him that no matter what you become, what profession you choose, the most important skill that will help you in your future to grow is communication. And I think when you mentioned interaction and engagement, someone, mashallah, people here are putting very good thoughts and their inputs, humanity, curiosity, thinking, foreign language, determination, creativity. And the thing you mentioned will come under the aspect of communication skills. I believe that yes, that's one of the most important thing. Honesty, of course, yes, that will for this world and for the hereafter, of course, that is the most important asset for people to stay with. Reading, again, yes, we have a readers club that is going live, inshallah, next week. So, yeah, mashallah. Thank you for the participation from the audience, for being so interactive and engaging, and for sustaining for the last 1 hour. So, any more
Excuse me.
questions? Yeah, yes, please, go ahead.
Yes. I have a question. What is better option, doctor or engineer? If I am
Hmm.
interested in both, and also is IT. IT engineer is also helpful. Which career option can make me the best?
Very good
I
question,
have a
most common
confusion.
question. Yes, Ameen sir.
This is like asking me, what would you love, chicken biryani or mutton biryani? See, again, let me go back to the basics as a counselor. The basics are to be understood. You can become an engineer, you can become a doctor, but excellence will come only when you work on something that is potentially aligned to your way of executing things. Okay. So if you feel that as a doctor, you are ready to put in more effort compared to an engineer, because from the effort point of view, becoming an excellent doctor is actually 50 times more challenging than being an engineer. So are you ready for it? Okay. So that will be known by your natural ability and your personality. Somebody will ask, sir, right now I don't have the ability. Can I develop it? The time to develop your ability is 0 to 14. According to psychology, most of us develop our abilities till 14. Personality can change very fast till 21. Of course, it then remains open for changing. So if you want to choose a particular kind of life, then that is what decides. See, I know top doctors in this world who do amazing surgeries, who are great doctors. And if I ask them, what is your score in 10th grade or 12th grade in mathematics, most of them tell 100. So anybody who would get 100 in maths will be automatically recommended, oh, you are good with maths, you should go to engineering. But they choose medicine because their mathematical skills actually help them to solve their physics problems very well. Plus, a lot of medical science is linked to analysis and understanding how things work. There's a lot of permutation combination to be worked out. Very quick thinking skills. Like if you get a patient and and if you should know how much mg works for how many hours. Okay, so it's not that you love biology. I mean, everybody loves biology. Everybody knows how it works, but to understand how medicine works, it requires an extra thought process. And that's why, if you look at NEET, why do they make physics difficult? They want people who really can solve problems to actually become doctors, not somebody who will mug up botany, zoology, and get 360 on 360. There's no reasoning in bio and zoology, right? Botany and zoology. Most of the questions are fact based. Why does physics become the defining factor? I hope it helps.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ameen
And
sir, for your feedback and your input. I think, Ahmad bhai,
and
we are.
and what about this AI, artificial intelligence.
Young man, I have given a detailed presentation. You should go back and listen to it. Okay?
Yes, yes. You may
Because
refer to the presentation.
you need to look at how I have explained things. Because remember, today time is the biggest commodity. So just go back. I think this is live on on YouTube, and you could definitely find the video on there. Yeah.
I have one question regarding Bachelor of Fashion Business. What are the good institutes in India? If not in uh, abroad, which you suggest, sir?
Okay, say in India, we have National Institute of Fashion Technology as well as NID, National Institute of Design. Both are government run. Apart from this, we also have many private universities which you can explore. You can get a feedback by students who have studied there. Regarding the universities in Gulf, I'm not sure about it, sir. You'll have to check with parents who already have put their children for such programs.
I mean, sir, there is one question about that. Actually, two people has asked. They want to pursue Islamic and medical. How can I optimize my studies in both the fields?
See, medical practitioners are licensed, right? So you need to go through a proper medical program to get the licensing. Without a license, people are called quacks. So don't go for shortcuts of learning anything with medicine. Go for a proper program where you enter, you understand it. Second, Islamic studies, it depends on what level of Islamic studies you want to study, right? Based on that, there are several opportunities now. You have online options, offline options. Again, like we always tell, the strongest steel has to go through the hottest fire. When you combine two big things, you will be tested, and that means you need to focus. So anybody who has a very big goal, please remember that you will not achieve it unless you compromise or give up on your social media time waste. See, all of us use social media. We need social media. I will not say don't use it. Just make sure that you are not getting brain rot. Most of you know, right? It's a new word, brain rot. Mindless scrolling. We just scroll mindlessly, watch everything. That's the problem today across the world. Everybody is into brain rot. If we control that, then we can do not just Islamic and medical, but we can do even entrepreneurship also.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. I think as much as we are running short on time, and I
Yes,
believe
Mr.
we can't take further questions. I think we can keep it for some other time. And I think Mr. Ameen Saab is also available. He can be reached as well for any further questions, and we can facilitate on that. So before I invite Dr. Shafiq Saab for the vote of thanks, I would like to just request the audience who have newly joined us and not connected to our WhatsApp communities and groups. So please, especially for those who are connecting today from the live stream from YouTube, I request you can scan this QR code, which will take you to the WhatsApp registration form for IAPA. Please do fill the form, submit your request, and do join our WhatsApp communities for our future updates related to some very exciting and interesting events that happen in Saudi Arabia, whether offline or online. So I'll just give you 2 minutes to please scan this QR code. And Azmat Saab, if you can just share the link in the chat window for IAPA WhatsApp official group, so that people who are not connected to those can quickly fill that form.
They are in message box.
They are in this. Okay, great. Thank you very much for that. So the link for the WhatsApp communities and the official membership form is there in the chat window. I would request, you can just very quickly, it won't take more than a minute. You can just go on and fill the form and submit your registration so that you will be updated about our future and upcoming events. We have launched our IAPA Readers Club last month, and we are planning to have a first session very soon that will be announced in coming week, inshallah. So while the audience is filling up the form, and that will really help us to even take the feedback as well as a way of getting the feedback from the audience to know if the session was interesting and should we come up with such kind of sessions in future as well. I would like to invite our Honorable President at IAPA, Dr. Shafiq Ahmed Saab, who is by profession, by practice, a doctor, a pediatrician. Along with that, he's a child psychologist, certified parenting coach, life coach, NLP practitioner, and counselor. to please take the floor and proceed with the vote of thanks to close the session.
Thank you, Mujahid bhai. Thank you so much. I thank Mr. Ameen Mudassir bhai. अमीन भाई को मैं काफ़ी सालों से सुनता आया हूँ एंड यू नो ही इज़ अ वेरी डेडिकेटेड सोशल वर्कर ही हैज़ लॉट ऑफ सो कॉल्ड दर्द फॉर द सोसाइटी यू नो ही हेल्प्स जैसा उन्होंने कहा कि ही कुडंट बिकम अ पायलट लेकिन स्टूडेंट्स को इस काबिल बनाना कि वो अपनी ज़िंदगी की उड़ान खुद उड़ा पाएं दैट्स बिगर दैन बीइंग जस्ट अ पायलट तो आई थिंक ही हैज़ अचीव्ड अ लॉट इन दिस रिगार्ड Amin bhai, thank you so much for sparing few minutes for us or maybe more than 1 hour from your busy schedule. Actually वो मुझे पता है बहुत multiple जगह एक साथ चलते रहते हैं मतलब यानी I'm sure today he has attended many offline meetings and then he has come for us today. So I really appreciate for his time and the knowledge sharing. चूंकि पेरेंट्स थोड़े मे बी दे आर यू नो कंफर्टेबल विद उर्दू और हिंदी आई जस्ट वांट टू शेयर फ्यू पॉइंट्स विद द पेरेंट्स एक होता है विशफुल थिंकिंग दूसरा होता है बीइंग कमिटेड टू योर गोल हमारे पास पेरेंट्स आते हैं बच्चों के वीडियो गेम एडिक्शन है या यू नो गैजेट एडिक्शन है यू नो मे बी सम सब्सटेंस अब्यूज भी हो रहा है तो जब बच्चों से बात होती है तो एवरीबडी सेज कि आई वांट टू बिकम डॉक्टर आई वांट टू बिकम इंजीनियर आई वांट टू बिकम एआई जो भी आपके लेटेस्ट यू नो प्रोफेशंस के बारे में बात होती है एवरीबडी सेज दिस इज विशफुल थिंकिंग है ना एवरीबडी वांट्स टू बिकम डॉक्टर लेकिन व्हाट टेक्स टू बिकम अ डॉक्टर ये इनको पता नहीं होता एक डॉक्टर बनने के लिए किस तरह अपने आप को लाइफ लॉन्ग लर्नर बनाना पड़ता है किस तरह किताबों का कीड़ा जिसको आप कहेंगे बुकवर्म बनाना पड़ता है किस तरह डेडिकेशन होना है भाई आप यू कांट अफोर्ड टू वेस्ट टाइम यू नो लाइक एनी अदर स्पेशलिटी ठीक है तो ये चीज़ें हमें ना हम बच्चों को बताते हैं ना ही वो बच्चे उस तरफ जाने की कोशिश करते हैं तो अगर सिर्फ हमको पता है कि भाई ऑप्शंस क्या हैं कि हाँ ये आफ्टर 12th विल डू दिस बट वी आर नॉट बीइंग कमिटेड टू व्हाट इट टेक्स टू बिकम वट एवर द प्रोफेशन वी आर चूजिंग फिर तो वो फेलियर रेट्स ज़्यादा हो जाएंगे कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि पेरेंट्स जो है खुद उनको गैजेट्स दिलाते हैं और लग्जरी दिलाते हैं फॉर एग्जांपल लास्ट वीक एक पेरेंट वाज आस्किंग कि भाई उनका बच्चा जो है इज इन 11th तो दूसरे स्टूडेंट्स के साथ कार में जा रहा है रात भर घूमते रहते हैं या ना भाई कार किसने दिलाया भाई ठीक है या मोबाइल किसने दिलाया स्मार्टफोन भाई आप नॉर्मल मोबाइल से भी चला सकते थे तो एक डिसिप्लिन लाइन लाइफ में लाना ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है इररिस्पेक्टिव ऑफ व्हाट प्रोफेशन यू आर लुकिंग फॉर डिसिप्लिन जब तक लाइफ में नहीं आता है कोई भी प्रोफेशन के लिए आप फिट नहीं है देर आर मेनी engineers with graduation certificate roaming around looking for jobs there are many doctors who are not good at practice ठीक है तो just getting a degree is not sufficient to shine in the life ठीक है तो for example कुछ लोग you know parents are well off they want to you know make the child son or daughter become a doctor तो काफ़ी खर्चा करके डिग्रियां पढ़ाते हैं लेकिन आगे क्या लाइफ में प्रॉब्लम्स आते हैं पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन के क्या प्रॉब्लम्स हैं कि किस फील्ड में क्या स्कोप है ये कुछ आइडिया नहीं है बस उन्होंने मेडिकल करा दे समझते हैं कि भाई हमारा बच्चा डॉक्टर हो गया बच्ची डॉक्टर हो गई लेकिन आगे की जो प्रॉब्लम्स हैं वो क्लैरिटी नहीं रहने की वजह से दे हैव स्पेंट यू नो आजकल के हिसाब से इवन करोड़ क्रॉस होता है एंड सो मेनी लैक्स ऑफ रुपीज एंड देन 5-6 years एंड एट द एंड ऑफ द डे दे रिग्रेट तो इस तरह की चीज़ें नहीं होनी चाहिए तो पहले से ही एक वेल इन्फॉर्म्ड डिसीजन लेना बहुत ज़रूरी होता है और ख़ास करके गर्ल्स के लिए जो भी आप प्रोफेशन सिलेक्ट करें सोच के लें कि भाई ये आपको आगे जाके प्रैक्टिस करना है नहीं करना है ठीक है ना तो फॉर एग्जांपल अ गर्ल इज टेकिंग मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग और सिविल इंजीनियरिंग जिसको आपको आगे जाके प्रैक्टिस ही नहीं करना या फिर ऐसा भी होता है कि आपका स्पाउस जो भी ही और शी जो भी स्पाउस रहेगा वो बोलेंगे भाई ठीक है आपको वो काम नहीं करनी है फॉर एग्जांपल आई मीन वी आर वेल ऑफ वी डोंट हैव टू वर्क तो फिर आपने गलत स्ट्रीम सेलेक्ट किया उतना टाइम स्पेंड किया और वो डिग्री हासिल करने के लिए जो आपने टाइम स्पेंड किया उस दौरान दूसरी लाइफ स्किल भी नहीं सीख पाए बिकॉज देर इज नो टाइम तो ना इधर के रहे ना उधर के रहे तो इस तरह की चीज़ें ना हो तो पेरेंट्स से रिक्वेस्ट है कि यू टेक इन्फॉर्म डिसीजंस एट द सेम टाइम यू डोंट पुश योर सन और डॉटर टू अ पर्टिकुलर प्रोफेशन ऑफ योर चॉइस भाई आपको कोई चीज़ अच्छी लगती है आप उनको धकेल रहे हैं कि भाई हाँ आप यही बनो। देर आर मेनी फेलियर रेट्स इन दिस रिगार्ड, कि भाई बच्चे को इंटरेस्ट नहीं लेकिन आपको इंटरेस्ट है, या फिर घर पे बड़ों को इंटरेस्ट है कि भाई बच्चा हमारा फलां फलां फील्ड में जाए। अगर ये होता है तो देर विल बी लॉट ऑफ फेलियर्स। फेलियर नहीं भी हुआ, सम हो पास भी हो गया, तो विल नॉट बी हैप्पी इन दैट स्ट्रीम। तो बच्चे का इंटरेस्ट, हिज पर्सनैलिटी टाइप, ठीक है, इसका एप्टीट्यूड, ये सारी चीज़ें कंसिडर करते हुए आपके फाइनेंशियल कैपेसिटी। अब मिसाल तो कभी कभी क्या होता है कि कुछ नीट के नंबर्स आ गए, तो दैट पर्टिकुलर son or daughter wants to become a doctor, they don't have financial means to meet the fees even, फॉर एग्जांपल एक गवर्नमेंट सीट मिलती है लेकिन प्राइवेट कॉलेज मिलती है, तो वहाँ की फीस काफ़ी ज़्यादा होती है, एंड पीपल आर नॉट एबल टू पे दैट फीस, फिर वो लोग डोनेशंस वगैरह के लिए जाते हैं। तो ये जो कम्युनिटी के लिमिटेड रिसोर्सेज होते हैं, उनका इफेक्टिव यूटिलाइजेशन इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। तो बात मैं ये कह रहा था कि knowing the options is very important. At the same time, being committed to what profession you are looking for is also very important. थर्ड, लाइफ में आप डिसिप्लिन है, भले ही आप डॉक्टर बने, इंजीनियर ना बने, जो भी हो, लेकिन एक अच्छा इंसान बनने के लिए लाइफ में डिसिप्लिन बहुत ज़रूरी है। आपकी ईटिंग हैबिट से लेके, स्लीपिंग हैबिट से लेके, आपका फिजिकल एक्टिविटी है। पेरेंट्स आजकल जो अक्सर कंप्लेन करते हैं कि हमारे बच्चे बेअदब हो गए हैं, दे हैव ऑल द फैसिलिटीज़, कि भाई उनको आप अच्छे से अच्छे घर में रखे हैं, एसी चल रहा है, कार है, दे गो फॉर एवरी वीक शॉपिंग इवन इफ दे डोंट नीड दी टू शॉप। उसके बावजूद भी जो है बच्चे ग्रेटफुल नहीं हैं, ठीक है। और बच्चों का अदब, बड़ों का अदब करने का एहतराम, वो चीज़ नहीं है। तो ये सारी चीज़ें जो है इंसान को एक अच्छा इंसान, एक गुड ह्यूमन बीइंग बनाता है। अगर आप गुड ह्यूमन बीइंग हैं, आप जो भी प्रोफेशन सिलेक्ट करें, इंशाल्लाह यू विल बी इन गुड देन दैट प्रोफेशन। सॉरी फॉर टेकिंग सो मच टाइम, मुजाहिद भाई। जज़ाकल्लाह खैर अगेन for everyone, and those who have patiently listening to our speaker, and being be so considerate and maintaining the discipline, and I thank you. There is one question in the YouTube link there. They're asking for the study options in Saudi Arabia for in especially engineering and medicine. सो आई जस्ट वांट टू मेंशन कि इसके लिए एक सेपरेट से ग्रुप है हमारे पास, स्टडी अपॉर्चुनिटीज इन सऊदी अरेबिया फॉर मेडिकल इंजीनियरिंग। पीपल कैन जॉइन देयर, एंड वी हैव ऑलरेडी कंडक्टेड बोथ ऑनलाइन एज वेल एज offline session for such studies, and we have recorded links there. People can ask for it, we will give it. And wish you all the best. And Ameen sir, thank you so much, and we hope to disturb you some other time with another topic, inshallah.
Jazakallah khair, Dr. Saab. And you very rightly said, mashallah, Ameen Saab was, today he had a very busy day. Since morning until afternoon, he was engaged in the Hindu Career Counseling Program, offline program that too. So, Alhamdulillah, Jazakallah khair. Thank you very much, Ameen Saab, for your time and contribution and all the hard work, and for sharing all the quick tips. Dr. Saab, for all those quick reminders as well from your side. आप दोनों की गुफ्तगू सुन के और तमाम आज के जो आप लोग बेंचमार्क और ट्रेंड्स के बारे में बच्चों को बताएं, I would like to close this session on a higher note with this famous quote from one of my favorite poet. खुद ही को कर बुलंद इतना कि हर तकदीर से पहले खुदा बंदे से खुद पूछे कि बता तेरी रजा क्या है। इन तमाम इस चीज़ का लुब्बे लुआब ये है कि हम सबको मेहनत करनी चाहिए, इस काबिल बनना चाहिए। काबिल बनना ज़रूरी है हर हाल में हो जो हम काम कर रहे हैं। So thank you very much for all the active audience and for being connected for so long, and stay safe until we meet some other time, some other Saturday for an offline or online event, and stay positive, stay healthy, take care. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.